Hello and welcome to another daily devotion. As this week we talk about people who are chosen of God, the Israelite people. And I'm going to move a little bit from the Hebrew Bible today and think about the disciples themselves. I mean, do you ever wonder why didn't Jesus choose like some public orator, some local war hero, somebody who is well respected? Um, Instead, Jesus picks some tax collectors that people think are crooks, some fishermen who stink and who are used to, I don't know, have you ever hung out on a wharf or on a boat? I mean, yeah, a little coarse around the edges are most people who earn their living on the sea. And a zealot, and he gets a bunch of ragtag folks, a woman who's been possessed by 7 demons and Mary Magdalene. I mean, one might say Jesus sure knows how to pick them. Wouldn't you want to get some people with a little better pedigree, a little better resume? So you're sure this church thing, this experiment of discipleship, might have some good, some level-headed thinkers, some good future planners. But did you ever think to yourself, I don't know the Bible like my neighbor, or man, I don't sing like Susie in the choir, or boy, that person really preaches amazing sermons. And I don't think I could ever even get up and speak about my faith. Heck, I have trouble speaking about my faith to, somebody on the bus or somebody I work with, let alone standing up and speaking to a bunch of people. I'd be terrified. And so we play this comparison game. They're better than me. Their faith is shinier than mine. And I want you to think about the disciples Jesus picks. He doesn't pick perfection. He doesn't pick people based on how successful he thinks they're going to be, or even on their merits. Most of them they haven't gone to seminary, they haven't gone to Bible school. They probably have been bar mitzvahed and have read their Torah and speak Hebrew. But the idea that these guys are going to be orators or speakers or preachers or healers or miracle workers, come on. Let's get realistic, right? Nobody would have chosen these guys. They would have gone to the synagogue and chosen the best students, gone to the temple and chose somebody who has beautiful prayers. But that's not what Jesus does. Why? Because you don't have to be extraordinary or ultra gifted or the best of the best. Jesus takes whatever we open ourselves to give. Whether it's 2 loaves, 2 fish and a bunch of loaves from a kid's lunch pail, and Jesus feeds thousands of people with it. Or it's a tax collector at his booth, and Jesus says, you might have ripped people off in the past, but I see something else in you. Come follow me. Something nobody else has seen before. And so when you're second guessing yourself, or you're thinking, why me? Or God's got no use for me, or somebody else has the gift and I don't. Think again. Jesus picks disciples not based on anything that helps them stand out. In fact, quite the opposite. And yet, this small group of people changes the world, reshapes it. You and I are sitting here listening and talking because of them. Do you think they ever imagined that somebody 2,000 years later would be hanging on their words or their good news? That's how God works. I wonder what God will do through you for somebody now, or maybe 100 years from now. Maybe 2,000 years from now, somebody will be talking about your witness. Chosen of God. Picked by God's team. I want you to play for us. Awesome. Amen.